Hi, my name's Dr. Robbie, and I would like to talk about the 11 rarest Wii games today. I'm going to start off with 4 games that really aren't that rare, but people think they're rare, so let's just get those out of the way. First and foremost, we got Xenoblade Chronicles. This game was probably rare when initially released, but then it was later reprinted by GameStop, or at least a company that sold to GameStop, and has thus become very readily available. So that's the first game. Let's just get out of the way. That is not a rare game. Similar game, One Piece Unlimited Adventure. Also kind of sort of rare at one time, but then was reprinted, sold at GameStop, and is no longer rare. Same story, Dokapon Kingdom. Also kind of a fun RPG, almost like Mario Party type game, but once again reprinted, sold at GameStop. And the last one of these reprinted, such as these, is The Calling. It was kind of sort of rare at first, but after being reprinted, it is no longer rare. So let me go ahead and just get those out of the way. Those were all reprinted by and sold at GameStop. Tons of copies floating around. You know, they might go for a little bit more money, but they're definitely not rare. Alright, so the first game on our top 11 rarest Wii game list will be Dragon Stock Racer. This is created by Maximum Racing Games. Maximum Racing, you're going to hear a lot on this list. The reason is because Maximum Racing made a ton of racing games for the Wii, I believe 7 in total, and they all really sucked. Like, really bad. Thus, they didn't make very many, it didn't sell many, and they kind of went out in short order. So you're going to hear that name a lot on this list. So the first one is Dragon Stock Racer. That is number 11 on our list. Number 10 is also a Maximum Racing game, and this one is Rally Racer. My copy is sealed, so I'm not going to open it for you or anything, but once again, Maximum Racing game. Usually, this one's not difficult to find, neither is Dragon Stock Racer. Too hard, but they're definitely harder than most Wii games. Number 9 on the list is My Horse and Me Riding for the Gold. You're going to see this on a lot of people's lists for rare Wii games. This one got pretty well known as the rarest Wii game. It is definitely not the rarest Wii game, but it is hard to find, and becoming harder to find as collectors kind of know to look for it and have been buying them up pretty much as fast as they come up. Number 8 on the list is this game right here. It's called Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus. My version is sealed, so I'm not going to open it once again, but kind of a cool game. This is a different version. The Accent Core Plus includes the bonus disc and is also harder to find than the actual version. So that's number 8 on our list. Number 7 is a game that's kind of difficult to find in the States. The name of it is El Chavo. This game seems to be a lot more readily available in Mexico. And seems like copies are kind of floating to North America, but you really can't see very many pop up on eBay and on Amazon. So this game seems to be harder to find. Usually there may be 1 or 2 listings on either Amazon or eBay, so harder to find for sure. Number, what are we on, 7? Be another Maximum Racing game, Super Karts. This one, not crazy hard to find, but definitely harder than a lot. Usually there's a couple listings on eBay or Amazon. Once again, Maximum Racing game. Printed some of them, didn't sell very well, really suck. Pretty much a summary of those. Number 5 on our list, I guess that was number 6, is Super Truck Racer. This one's a little bit harder to find. Nothing too crazy rare, but once again a Maximum Racing game. Didn't really sell very well. Pretty poorly made. Number 4 on our list is Aqua Panic. This game is pretty cool. It's very similar to El Chavo, where you can usually find 1 or 2 listings on eBay or Amazon, but not much more than just those. Yes, that would be number 4 on our list. Number 3, this one's where it starts getting really difficult to find games. This one's going to be American Mensa Academy. This game is very difficult to find on eBay or Amazon. Usually there's 1, maybe 2 listings on eBay. Over the course of the last year, I found, I believe, 3 copies of this game. 1 was sealed and 2 are not. It's actually kind of a fun game. You do kind of IQ-like tests that kind of challenge you, and then there's a test at the end which kind of gives you a similar number to an IQ score. It isn't actually an IQ score, but kind of gives you an idea of the ballpark range of it. It's actually kind of fun, especially for like a thinking type game. Number 2 on our list, very close to number 1, but I found 1 more copy of this than I did of number 1, and it's a maximum racing game again. It is Sprint Cars. This game does not pop up very often at all. You may find an overpriced one on eBay, maybe 1 or 2 on Amazon that are also overpriced. Just like the other ones though, didn't make many of them, really sucks, and that's why it's rare. And it brings us to the number 1 game. This game, as no surprise, also maximum racing game. This one would be Car Crash Racer. This game I have found, I believe it's 2 on eBay over the last year, and for the longest time there was none on Amazon. I believe there was 1 last time I checked. Very difficult game to find. Most of these games, these maximum racing games, you're going to find in around the $30 range. I believe I picked up my copy for $20 for Crash Car Racer. Sprint Cars usually runs you a little more just because when it's listed people know that there's none listed and seem to be putting them at a higher price. But most of those maximum racing games can be caught for between $20 and $30. So it might be a good time to kind of invest in them. There's really not many floating around. When people look to complete their Wii collections, these are games they're going to be looking for, and they're going to be very difficult to find. So anyways, like I said, these are the top 11 rare Wii games in my opinion. This is taken from data that I took from Amazon and eBay. I collected sales over, I believe it's 2 or 3 different periods, and just kind of tracked some games. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thank you.